Welcome back to On the Menu. And Miami, a city still recovering from the devastation of Hurricane Andrew in 1992. The hardest hit areas were south of Miami, including many of the farms that produce specialty tropical crops. This is the entrance to Brooks Tropicals in Homestead, Florida today. This is what it looked like after Hurricane Andrew swept through in 1992. This is the packing warehouse today, and this tangled mess of steel is what it looked like after Andrew. But the real disaster was in the groves.
It's still kind of tough. Yeah, certainly it was tough. I mean, to go step out and look the day after, it was just like, oh my God, how am I going to deal with this?
To visitors, these acres of tropical fruits and vegetables may look just fine, but Mike Hunt knows the difference.
What you don't see and what you can't appreciate just driving and looking is the trees that were destroyed and are gone.
But probably the most dramatic example of devastation happened here in the lime groves. Before Hurricane Andrew, Brooks Tropical produced over 500,000 bushels of limes a year. Today, that number is just 50,000.
We had 30, 40, 50, 60 acre groves that were literally cleaned of trees. Not a tree left.
Good news for the avocados, though.
This is one of the things that cheers me up.
New acreage has been planted, and these old trees bounce back faster than anyone thought, even though many of them were actually replanted after being uprooted by the cruel force of Hurricane Andrew.
We've come back, we'll get over it. It's just something we'll never forget. Never forget it.
And now, in today's contemporary cooking segment, we take the tangy taste of Florida citrus and make a sweet dessert, low-fat lemon mousse. It's a refreshing way to end a meal, the tart taste of lemons in a creamy classic mousse. But this contemporary version is more than just light and airy.
The original recipe had almost 400 calories and 33 grams of fat per serving. And we got it down to 185 calories and 5 grams of fat per serving, which is quite a savings.
With a few simple tricks, this elegant dessert can be ready in minutes. Start by combining 3 large egg whites, sugar, 3 tablespoons of water, and cream of tartar. And then, over boiling water, beat the mixture at a low speed until your instant read thermometer reaches 140 degrees. Once you hit 140, continue mixing for 3.5 minutes. This will kill any bacteria that might have been in the eggs. Then remove the bowl from the heat and let it cool. Now mix 3 tablespoons of cold water with 1 teaspoon of unflavored gelatin and a few drops of yellow food coloring. Now in a third bowl, combine 2 whole eggs, lemon juice, lemon zest, and sugar. Whisk this mixture until it thickens and your instant read thermometer reaches 160 degrees.
We used a little more lemon zest and lemon juice, but to just give our dessert a final enrichment, we folded in a tiny bit of whipped cream so it has a velvety finish just like the original.
Fold the beaten egg white mixture into the lemon mixture and add a 1/4 cup of whipped cream. Serve the mousse in pretty dishes or stemware and refrigerate until it's set. Now you're ready to enjoy this tropical lemon mousse. If you'd like a free copy of this recipe, you can write to Contemporary Cooking, care of Eating Well Magazine, Ferry Road, Charlotte, Vermont. The zip code is 05445, and don't forget to ask for lemon mousse. Stay with us because we've got even more tropical tastes from the creative chefs of Miami.
Hash and a crab cake fire?
They call it Floridian cuisine, Florida's finest with the color and spice of the Caribbean. Welcome back to On the Menu and the Doral Beach Resort on Miami Beach, where 1,500 people are gathered for the South Florida International Wine and Food Festival. And as you can see by the crush of people behind me enjoying fine wines and delicious food, there's a lot of enthusiasm for great food in South Florida. Winemakers poured.
It's made from young vine morbid and Syrah.
And chefs poured it on.
Salt codfish fritters. Cheers. Salam alaikum.
You know, the Doral Beach, the ocean resort, has been in the Miami Beach area for 32 years now. And we are a tradition. We are a Grand Dame hotel.
But the Grand Dame is getting hip as new customers want more contemporary cuisine.
Adventuresome. Very adventuresome.
That's the way Gary Hogue of Hogue Cellars describes Miami cuisine today, as many Florida chefs add flair with tropical color and spice. And if it's a taste of the Caribbean you want without going all the way to the islands, then Miami has all of the ingredients. And chefs here are doing their own lighter version of Caribbean cooking with all the flavor and all the fun.
I don't put very much oil or butter in my pan at all.
Cindy Hudson, chef at Norma's on the beach, gets her inspiration from Jamaica.
Basically, I'm going to get some heat, I'm going to get some sweet, and I'm going to be full and really enjoy that dish.
That's Florida grouper with a papaya salsa, served with a julienne of chayote squash. Very Caribbean. The real Norma, Norma Shirley, runs restaurants in Jamaica. Son Delius Shirley says it's perfect for Miami.
It's new, it's different, it's exciting, and the spices are new and exciting to everybody to get involved with. So I think that's why Caribbean is going to be hot for a while.
Danny, don't smile when you're cooking, okay? You gotta show them how serious it is back there.
Chef Alan Susser has been hot on the trail of Caribbean flavors for over a decade. Called Floribean cuisine and now New World cuisine.
And again, one of the neat things about doing this type of cuisine is the marriage of the familiar and non-familiar. Okay, let's do Pompano, finish her up.
Norman Van Aken is also part of what's been called the Mango Gang of Florida chefs doing Floribean food.
In South Florida, there is sort of a new world of opportunities that we love cooking with here. My shrimp are talking to me.
And how about these rock shrimp with a roasted corn relish and mango ketchup?
And I think the growth is fantastic. There's a whole new array of wonderful restaurants opening, and I see Miami is really becoming a great capital of cuisine in the future.
So from the traditions of Latin cuisine to tropical innovations, the flavors of Miami offer more diversity than ever. That's all we have on the menu today. I'm Carolyn O'Neil. Thanks for joining us.